Good morning. It is Sunday, December 3rd, 2023. Home stretch, last month of the year. How time flew, right? All right, jump right into it. TLT, a good week. I had some cover calls. 94 that expired worthlessly, as well as 95. I have 9 cover calls expiring this Wednesday through Friday. Yes, for those that pay attention, for many active stocks that have active option trading, now you have more options. I'm not complaining. I take it. So as of right now, I have 9 cover calls between Wednesday and Friday from 95 all the way to 98. Okay, and if I were to sell any cover calls, add more, it would have to be 98, and definitely not write anything below 96. Okay, because the CPI is going to come out, and I think that's going to be another boost toward 98. We'll see. Like I said, we'll take 1 week at a time. All right. So as far as a daily chart, let's take a look. That what you see there is a weekly chart. Let's go back to the daily chart. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so we got a long way to go. Okay, so I think selling 98 and above is greedy, but the likelihood of it getting called this week is slim. I'm not going to complain. If you bought, uh, you know, TOT below 90 on this nasty dump in October, that's what I did. It was painful to double down, but now, yeah, I'm reaping the reward, so I'm not complaining. If it's gonna jump, is a 5% um, potential gain in TOT. Not a small thing to look at. 5% is take it into that 97 range, right? For sure, it will close the gap. So yeah, it will be sweet. It will be very nice. In fact, if it get there, it would completely bring all of my TLT position to profit because my average cost will be below that, right? Um, yeah, it will be wonderful. Um, I talked about the VIX for the past. Did I bring it back? I know I talked about it last week, perhaps even the week before, or Wednesday before. Anyhow, it's at that danger zone, right? That's why for those that follow me on the chat group, I talk about trim, 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 trim. That was the message, right? So, in fact, I have trimmed enough that I am at that I have that are worth adding to. Okay, and we will talk about that. But for now, the VIX is definitely signaling overbought. Yes. So if you have big winners, trim. It is that simple. Okay, we can take a look real quick at some key indices and same thing. SPY year high. Come on, right? Come on. You gotta trim. Okay, you gotta trim. For the brave people, a bear put spread and bear call spread is something to look into for both the SPY as well as the QQQ, right? It's toppy, okay, and right now we are on Santa Raleigh, so trim you should, and position yourself for some bear call spread and bear put spread would be a wise thing to do. Dia, same thing. Look at Dia, crazy, right? Yeah, come on. Can it run higher? Sure, but look at this from October low. Wow, right? Dia, over 10%. The Dow Jones Same thing, the Nasdaq, the same thing. Everything was 10 to 12% from the bottom in October, right? So insane. What a rally, right? What a rally. I mean, it's so crushing for the short. So crushing. Okay, that's why a lot of professional shorts are gone. Okay, because if you short, you got to be quick. If you short, don't go on CNBC predicting the end of the world, calling for something stupid like 20-year, 30-year treasury to be 9, 10%, and then you get your face ripped off. Okay, this is no. For once, Bill Ackman got it right. All right, AbbVie. Let's talk big pharma and biotech right now. AbbVie, who would have thought, right? I bought AbbVie. My average was just above 138. I sold 141 cover calls, thinking, I got 3, 4 days. Why not take lunch money? But boom. Hey, that's what happens sometimes. I'm not sad about that. Okay, it is what it is. You play this game long enough, you know. Sometimes that's how big pharma and biotech move. Some news cannot anticipate that. But what would I do here? Would I buy the dip? The answer is I flip and sold naked puts 141. I was gonna sell 140 naked put, but once it popped so high, I'm like, I'm content to buy it back at 140, 141. I mean, and the average cost would knock it down to almost 140. Take into account the cover calls at 141. So I'm like, okay, if I buy it back, all the share back, that's fine. Trim there. You should have your order in to trim at 144.2, 146, and then maybe 147 for the overshoot to the 200 MA. But that would be the 3 spot that I would trim if I have any AbbVie, and I do. Okay, I have over 100 shares, so I do. That's my plan for the remaining share. Eli Lilly, struggling. Okay. The last time I bought the dip a couple weeks ago, for those that pay attention, was 585, right? And I'm not gonna add more, right? I think the good news for Eli Lilly was Pfizer weight drug failure, or well, they cancel it. They still have 2. They have 1 more. Pfizer have another one. Basically, I think it is the same drug but a different dosage, and it's a once a day pill compared to 2 a day pill. They cancel the 2 a day pill and keep the 1 a day pill. So the good news is the fact that they keeping the 1 a day pill, meaning that at least so far the data is not as bad as the twice a day that they had to cancel it. So, but what that does is it does buy Eli Lilly more room. And then there is another company, I think Altimmune, I think that's the name of the company, that have very favorable data for phase 2. That came out also last week, and I think that's what that's why I put pressure on Eli Lilly and NVO, because oh my God, more competition. Same thing, NVO have weaknesses, right? But this is a thing that is silly with pharma. People think that from phase 2 to phase 3 is next week. Relax, okay? Like I said, the stock market is not logical. It's very emotional, right? It's very irrational, and as technician, people that use TNA, you try to be at best more logical and less emotional, because a lot of people behave very emotional. It's very silly, but that's what we try to do. We try to take advantage of emotional outbursts on either direction. Okay, so for now, very irrational behavior in this sector, because oh my God, somebody have a good phase two. No, phase three won't be another year, at least 9 months. So chill. There is time still. Now, JSK, I trim. Yes, nice, right? Yeah, I like it. And I have more orders in 37, 38. Okay, yeah. Trim. Hey, if you bought down here, you get your 5%. Let's take another 5%, right? Pfizer down on the bad news. Is that a surprise? No. Hey, the only thing I can say is I'm glad I did not add more into the past year. Hell no. Hell no. Okay. They will turn it around, but it's just bad news after bad news after bad news. I sold out of Alnilam again, but wow, what a move. I sold out at 169-ish, something like that. But it pushed a little bit higher. Hey, if you still have it, take your game. If you want to be greedy, nothing wrong with that. 178. Okay, 178 would be the spot. Is there anything else in this sector that's worth chasing? Oh, Gilead is doing good. I have not trimmed. I have not trimmed any Gilead. Would I trim up here? The answer, my order is up there. Okay, I have an order in at 78.25, and it will trim. And then I got the gap fill. Okay, I don't have a lot of shares, so that's why I was being greedy. I'm saying, I'm gonna let it run, and but for sure, 78.25 is the spot to trim because that is right there. Okay, it's gonna line up pretty closely with where the gap down happened. So always there's gonna be some sellers. Okay, there's always whenever there's a gap down, there's gonna be sellers that is gonna run in and trying to get out at the spot that they wish they did, because if they didn't sell on a gap down and then suffer for 3 weeks down here, then they said, please breathe a sign of relief to get out. Okay, it is what it is. It's sex, it's emotional, it's psychological. Okay, that's why TNA works, because it give you the insight into the psychology of investors and traders. It's all right. Let's talk about, well, last one for this sector, XBI, right? I don't have any share. I've been selling put spread as well as a bull call spread, and it's looking good. It's looking so good. Yeah, it's gonna be a banger. Okay, if XBI get to 80, it's gonna be a 3-for-1 win for my call spread. Yeah, looking good. Okay, buying below 67 was a no-brainer, right? I can't stress enough that when I draw in this gray zone, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but XBI works. All right, real quick, let's talk about financial. Bank of America, all right, it's moving. I'm not adding, I'm not doing anything to my 200 shares. It closed a gap and it stayed. Now, where is I look to sell Bank of America? Up here. All right, up here. You betcha. Give me 32.5 and I will sell probably at least 10%. Okay, give me that up there. No, I'm not adding to it. share that I have. I have 100 shares. Okay, and yeah, but nice move though. I was concerned about the 200 MA, and it struggled for a week, right? And then you get the breakout, and rate is going lower. So yeah, would I buy the dip? Yeah, down to 43-ish. I would. The 20 MA trim 49 and above. Yeah. Goldman Sachs. Time to go. Absolutely, it's time to go. Okay. Well, time to trim for sure. If you want to aim for that up there, 362, between 361 and 362 is your get out. Okay. Get the F out up there if you have any. I don't have any. I'm out. I'm out. All my financial, trust me, it was a move where I said, you know, I'm going to make my bet there for financial and not worry about the rest. And it paid off so far. Let's talk about healthcare. Crazy. Healthcare had some crazy move last week. Okay, insane move. I tried to sell put spread on a big downdraft, and I just missed it. But wow, it's a no touch for me. Okay, it's a no touch. This is the kind of thing where I said trim. Okay, if you have it, trim it, because I think the path of least resistance is downward between now and January. It's so hot. ELV, same thing. Okay, I try to sell put spread on this downdraft here on the Cigna and Humana merging or trying to, and it was silly. Okay, all I gotta say is if you are selling this because the big four is gonna be reduced down, what make you think competition equal good for how many decades? Okay, for those that pay your own insurance, and I have as a small business owner, I pay my own health insurance for the past 23 years. It has never go down. My premium has only go up. I'm extremely healthy. I have never broke a bone, had to go to any hospital for any kind of treatment. It doesn't matter. It goes up every year. So any kind of fear that, oh my goodness, Humana and Cigna is merging, and what's gonna happen? Lower prices? No. Idiots. Idiots. Unbelievable. I tried. I tried to buy the dip. Didn't happen. Humana. Yeah. Some crazy stuff. I wouldn't touch Humana either. But would I sell put spread on Humana? Yeah. If the 465, 460 spread have good premium, yeah, that's the area down there. Okay. But it go back to what I said. The market is very emotional, at times irrational. Don't ask me why, but all we can do is try to profit from the irrational behavior. Okay, Cigna, wow, it came down. Cigna was insane. It back to the zone that I like. In fact, now that I look at the chart, out of all the big players, Cigna is the one that I would consider sell put spread. Where? 260, 250, 260, 255. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Especially they came down, violate the zone of support and resistance. See, it was resistant, and then there was support. It was down there for 2 days, and it's back. Okay, so yeah, I like Cigna here. I will look for Cigna put spread below. All right, let's go with FANG. Microsoft. Now, if there was anything that I was buying the dip this week, it was the FANG. Okay, I do believe, once again, this is educated guess. I do believe as high as a QQQ is, given that the FANG last week have a overall a negative week compared to many other Nasdaq stock. I think there is room between now and the end of the year for the FANG to have one last face ripping run that will soul crushing to the short. Okay. So yeah, did I add to Microsoft? No, but I do have order. My order is right down there. Would I add to or buy back some Microsoft that I trim? Yes. I did not trim any Microsoft last week, but prior to last week I did. But yeah, I would buy back 369 below. Yes. I did add to Google. Yes, I did. Okay. Yes, I did. And I have more order in for at 130 all the way down to 125. Okay, so yeah, I will keep adding to Google if I see a pullback. I am on record to say that I like Microsoft, Google, and Meta the most, and then fourth would be Amazon. Okay, so let's take a look at Meta, which I add. I add as low as 322. All right, so I have what I sold. You want to do the math? I sold 75 share. I bought back 15. Okay, so I got a long way to go. I also sold put spread way below. Okay, my put spread is 305, 300. Let's see, Amazon. I have not added to Amazon. I have ordered in at 143 for an overshoot of the 20 MA, but I'm not adding above that. I'm fine there. Nvidia, I did add. I add as low as 465. Okay, it violated the support, violated the 20 MA, and can it go down to 451? Has a history of doing a lot of crazy things, so I'm okay to ride out the storm there. I do think this will be a big push for Nvidia by the end of the year. It's just too much money needing to chase performances, and it's a stock that a lot of big boys would like to show on their holding for window dressing by the end of the year to show their clients, hey, we buy Nvidia, we have Nvidia. Anyhow, yes, I wish it was not down here, but wishing is not part of the formula. Okay, hoping and wishing is not part of the trading. All we can do is make educate guess. Okay. All right. Last of the big boy, Tesla. Would I touch Tesla here? This move up was the truck, right? And now that the truck is out, would I buy Tesla at 222? Yeah. If you want to sell put spread, do a 217.5, 215 tight spread down here. That might be a better play, to be honest, using the 20 instead of trying to buy the dip here. It's near danger zone, the 20 MA. Okay, Tesla can behave very poorly below the 20 MA as we saw up here. Okay, it's an ugly downdraft from 250. It was a 20% move. Okay, so trust me, you don't want that. Okay, sure, 217 is roughly 10%, right? But yeah, it's volatile. What more can I say? Volatile. The boring stuff. Not boring stuff. Pepsi, I mean. Pepsi, struggling here. Would I trim? Not right now. Okay, I didn't do any trimming. But up there, I will. I did trim Coke last week. That was a wise thing to do. and show me 59, 60, and I will trim more. McDonald's, what a move. I did trim, and then I'm holding the rest for, I did trim again, okay, because I have an order in right there at I think my order was like 285 point something. It was right below 286 because I figured that might be a good spot to trim. And then of course my next order to trim is up here, way up in 289 plus, okay? So yeah, between 289 and 300, you bet. But wow, what a move, okay? What a move. Pepsi, Coke. I thought about Hershey. I did not buy any. I was contemplating buying some Hershey, but I said to myself, well, it's better stock to own. Okay, it's better stock to own. No need to go there. Not right now. Kellogg or whatever name they changed to. Decent move back from the low, right? But yeah, I'm not adding to it, but it's boring. GIS, same thing. Okay, General Mills, boring, but there will be time to buy big into them. Not yet, not yet. Even though they had their October soon, okay, the soon is over, but right now money is allocating in many other places but this place. So yeah, it's not it's not a sector that's love. It will be love between now and the next 6 months. It will be, okay, mark my word, there will be a lot of love into this sector, but it, of course, well, I won't say really well, relatively better than many other one is Mondelez, but it does have a pullback. I talk about, you know, trimming, right? When we saw this big V and it reached reference high, trim. Would I buy? No. Where would I buy? Down here, okay? Between the channel low, yeah, channel low and the 50 MA, yeah, way down there, way down there. No need to chase it up here. Oh, let's talk about energy. Crazy last few. I will ignore looking at USO most of the day yesterday on Friday, and if I didn't, if I looked, I probably would have make a move in selling put spread 66, 64 after lunch. I didn't see this. Okay, I saw this over 70, and I'm just like, I'm not touching that. I missed this completely. I didn't see it until Saturday when I log in and see this big ugly move, and I said to myself, yeah, if it stay down here, I'll go weaker. 66, okay, 66, 64 spread is a play, right? Way down here, okay. Heck, even if 63, 60, 63, 60 spread have juice going out to the end of December, I might even do that, right? Definitely not a place to own. I did trim some more Chevron. I'm glad I did. It was 146 something. So yeah, trust me, it's up here. It was 146 something. So you see it, okay? Basically the gap fill, okay, is the spot. I'm gonna draw in that line right there so that we can all see it. See, Chevron, one gap, two gap, and a lot of people, there's three gap total, okay? Trust me, there's three gap. Yep, 1, 2, 3. So they like, get me out. So bang, bang. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of banging up there. There's gonna be a lot of head banging up there, okay? So if it can absorb, when you see it break out above the 146.6, then that means that, yeah, it have absorbed at least all the people that likely, if it can break that, here's my prediction. If I think it's like 156, so it'll be a smaller loss, but that's all right. It is what it is. Can't win them all. So yeah, be careful. Be careful with energy all around. Okay. I still have some ExxonMobil as well, and I'm watching it. I'm watching it closely. Okay. If I see anything above 106, I'm trimming. 106 to 109. Okay. What else can I talk about? What else have I not discussed? Let's talk Bitcoin. Let's go back 3 years. We have not been here since April of last year. Wow, right? Wow. But it's back there. Okay, so I call it the zone because look here, try. Eventually it failed. So now we're back to the scene of the crime. Okay. If you want to trim, not a bad idea. But I do think, you know, if the big boy with the FOMO want to push this, yeah. Okay. Look, Ethereum. Okay. Big zone. Okay. Support. And then there. Okay. Would I sell all or trim? For sure, at least it's gonna be a trim on Ethereum up there. Okay. But for now, I'm gonna be greedy. I'm debating where to put my stop. I need to consult with my good friend. It's been a good run. I want to be greedy, but not stupid. Okay, big difference between being greedy and stupid. I think that about cover everything that I need to cover, right? Have a good week. It should be a decent week, I think. Um, Next week is a big one. Okay, next week you get I think it's next week, the CPI. But until then, enjoy the week. We should have a good week. Enjoy your